From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Evening Edition.
The CBS studios in San Francisco, I'm Brian Hackney.
And I'm Andrea Nakano. After a mostly dry few months, this past week has brought some rain all around the Bay Area. The Santa Cruz neighborhood saw some flooding in the street. San Jose professor shared several videos on social media saying, quote, "Our street is a shallow lake."
In San Francisco, a downed tree blocked Leavenworth in Lower Nob Hill early this morning. One car had minor damage and fire crews quickly cleared the road. Later in the morning, more rain came down in San Francisco. Darren Peck is here to preside over the burning question. When's it all going to end?
And the flooding streets are enough to bring flashbacks from last year. This storm wasn't anything close to those. We've got 6 hours to go, and then this thing is done. It's been around for 5 days. This has been the same storm the whole time. It finally just came on shore last night. And I'll show you rainfall totals coming up in the complete forecast. We picked up about 1.5 inches in the North Bay total from this. But in terms of these next 6 hours, we're now just going to see scattered showers. On again, off again. We got a little bit showing up there in the North Bay. Maybe some over the East Bay. Watch the future cast on this. And you're actually going to see what we could think of as the last car on the train. The weak little cold front right there. See that organized line? That's going to march across the bay between now and about 2 in the morning. And when it does, it is a very clear, defined end to this. You're going to wake up tomorrow to blue sky. And there is no more rain coming in our forecast, but we still need to talk about Thanksgiving. I'm going to show that to you as well in the complete forecast. Here's how much we might still get overnight. I'm going to show you what we've gotten so far from this storm, and we'll go over all the rest of it in the complete forecast in a few minutes, guys. I'll see you then.
All right, thanks, Darren. After a week of street closures and extreme security for the APEC summit, San Francisco is getting back to normal. UN Plaza was dramatically transformed for the summit. The space has been a symbol for the city's struggle in recent years. And today, the San Francisco Marin Food Bank kicked off its 12th annual turkey drive, collecting donated birds in San Francisco's Ingleside. The food bank says it's seeing food insecurity getting worse. They are hoping to collect at least 1,300 turkeys over the next couple of days.
Well, less than a week away from Thanksgiving, if you can believe that. And whether travelers are flying or driving, it should be a year for the record books. One other thing to check, if you drive a Honda or an Acura. Honda is recalling nearly 250,000 vehicles. Federal officials say faulty rod bearings could cause the engine to stall, and that could lead to crashes. So far, though, no reports of any injuries. A list of models being recalled on your screen. It includes the Honda Odyssey, the Pilot, and the Ridgeline, as well as the Acura MDX and the TLX. If your vehicle is affected, you should get a letter in January. Dealers will inspect and fix the problem at no cost.
Oakland police and community members teamed up to get guns off the streets. They held a gun buyback event today. People could trade in their guns for up to $300 in gift cards. The guns are then made into a garden tool.
The city has unfortunately experienced, a lot of violence, right? And a lot of that at the hands of firearms, right? So, like, if we could, take one gun, off the street to help save a life, then I feel like, the event is a success.
Oakland police haven't said how many guns were collected, but in the past year, the department has collected more than 170 guns and given away more than $10,000 in gift cards.
Now to the latest in Gaza. The United Nations has confirmed one of their schools that it was serving as a shelter in Gaza was attacked. The UN says dozens were killed. About 4,000 people were staying in that UN school when it was hit. Israel has not taken responsibility for that. They did say that it is under review, the attack is. Earlier today, an Israeli spokesperson did say their Southern Command raided the city where the school is located. Thousands of Israelis marched to Jerusalem today, the end of a 4-day march, to demand Israel's government secure the release of the 237 people being held hostage by Hamas. Protesters continue to demand a ceasefire in Gaza. Israel continues to refuse to do it. Euromed, an independent human rights monitor, estimates at least 15,000 Palestinians have died, 6,000 of them children. 1,200 people were killed in Israel A number of others have died along the Israel-Lebanon border in skirmishes between Israeli forces and Hezbollah.
Protesters tried to send a message to President Biden while he was here in San Francisco for the APEC conference. This is video from Thursday when people blocked traffic on the Bay Bridge for hours. Despite the outrage, President Biden has rejected calls for a ceasefire in Gaza. The president wrote in an op-ed in today's Washington Post, he said a pause in any fighting would give Hamas time to rebuild its stockpile of weapons. In the same editorial, the president called on Israel to respect humanitarian law and minimize the loss of civilian life. He also said the U.S. is prepared to sanction Israeli settlers who are committing acts of extremist violence against Palestinian settlers in the West Bank. The Palestinian holiday crafts bazaar in Berkeley attracted a lot of people today, shopping for Palestinian olive oil, soap, spices, traditional ceramics, scarves, and shirts with messages like end settler colonialism. This is the 20th annual bazaar. By organizers say turnout was doubled because of what's going on the Gaza.
They want to celebrate Palestinian culture because it's related to the Palestinian culture and support Palestinian identity. People, they are very sad watching the news, watching the genocide, and we have our call and demand in this bazaar that to have a ceasefire now.
Ziad adds he has 4 staff members working in the Gaza Strip, and he's lost contact with them and is worried about their safety.
And for the second time this year, the State Department of Fish and Wildlife delaying Dungeness crab season. They say they made the call for 2 reasons. First, to protect whales from getting caught in crab nets. And secondly, they say the quality of the crab meat isn't that good. Plan to reassess the risk of whale entanglement sometimes around December 7th.
Taylor Swift has postponed her concert in Rio de Janeiro tonight due to extreme heat. This comes after a fan attending yesterday's show collapsed and died before the concert began. Temperatures in Brazil soared above 100 degrees over the weekend. Concert goers say they were not allowed to take water into the stadium, and that rule now has changed. Swift posted on Instagram that she puts the safety and well-being of everyone first. The singer said she is devastated by her fan's death and feels, quote, overwhelmed by grief. Swift also is set to perform on Sunday. It is unclear if that show will go on.
In India, 40 construction workers remain trapped in a collapsed road tunnel a week after a landslide. A team of rescuers got a new drilling machine and they're back to work after the hard rock of the mountain broke the first machine yesterday. This is all happening in northern India. Rescues have cleared about 80 feet of rubble, and officials estimate they'll need to drill about 200 feet in order to get to the trapped people.
An update today on the massive Pallet fire last Saturday, believed to be started by an arsonist that shut down a chunk of the Interstate 10 east of downtown Los Angeles. CAL FIRE investigators released these images of a person of interest who they say could be the suspect. They are asking for help identifying him. Now, this is footage of the blaze Saturday and the aftermath. This week, Governor Newsom has said that freeway is slated to reopen 5 lanes by Tuesday, and that's ahead of schedule and just in time for Thanksgiving.
They're going like the Dickens. In Daly City, it is opening day of the Great Dickens Christmas Fair, where 4 acres at the Cow Palace have been transformed into an immersive Christmas Eve, modeled after the novel that Charles Dickens wrote in 1843, 180 years ago, A Christmas Carol. Tiny Tim and all that. An array of performances, handmade crafts and food from the high class of Upper London, which Charles Dickens did not grow up in, to the seedier Lower London, that's more like it. You can drink at an English pub and then, you know, Charles Dickens was a journalist to start out with. Then you can cross a lamp-lit street to an opera.
The way the place smells, the way that people's faces light up, the way that it's this marvelous, safe place where you can talk to a stranger and wish them the greetings of the season. And then, of course, there's the shopping, which is superb.
You know, I wonder how the place smells. The fair runs all, it smells like Victorian England? The fair runs all weekend for the next 5 weekends. Union Square is holiday shopping central in San Francisco. No merchandise can match what Macy's has in the window right now, though.
The puppies and the kittens are back. The San Francisco SPCA has been teaming up with the department store for nearly 40 years for the holiday adoption event. It's meant to bring cute holiday vibes for a good cause.
And they're hoping to get 600 animals adopted between now and the new year. So if you or somebody you know has been thinking about getting a pet, there are some up for grabs.
Do it for our city, do it for animals, and do it because everybody needs unconditional love.
Brian has been looking for a dog, so hopefully he'll head down there. The puppies and kittens will be on display. Yeah, perfect one for you. Yeah. Every Thursday through Sunday.
He's going to be 160 pounds when he grows up. But okay.
That'd be great. And it'll be open from noon to 5 through December 31st. Poor little piggies. Dozens of piglets got loose after a trailer overturned last night on an interstate in Ohio. Bystanders ran around trying to catch the runaway pigs. Highway patrol troopers also helped out here. The truck was carrying nearly 2,000 piglets.
Oh my gosh.
A ramp remained closed until both the crash and the animals could be cleared away.
Thanks for watching. See you back here at 11.
Good night.